Hello everyone, my name is Fen Plays, and this is Starsector. Last time we had just made a lot of really nice trades and acquired a few really nice ships and weapons, and right now we are on our way to go and buy lots of supplies before tackling some pirates. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, so we need to try and slip our way in between these two storms, and we did it. Alright, so with this is church territory, so I don't know how much they like us enough to trade with us, but the Church of Lud is essentially a church dedicated to like bare minimum living, like living without technology. I think it's designed to be very like Christian pastoral ideal oriented, to where people just have where people just live in farms and stuff. It doesn't look like that's anything going on here, so good job guys. But we want to buy all of their supplies. Alright, so we'll buy all of those, and we are going to slowly work our way back up to having lots and lots of supplies. What ships do they have for sale? Do they have anything good? Any drovers? I'm looking for drovers. It doesn't quite look like it. So, where can we buy supplies right now? So we could go to Isha with the Captain Starworks, those pirates. So we'll probably go there and buy out their supplies. We also, alright, so magic and all that. So where can we buy? So Thule or Tile, they have fuel for relatively cheap as well. Do we have anything here that takes us to Tile? No. But where is Tile compared to where we need to go? Yeah, so what we can do is we can go to Isra, and then go to Tile and see where things go from there. Right now, we are in Canaan. So let's make our way to the Starworks. Alright, and away we go! Back into hyperspace. Alright, so we're going to want to not get a whole lot of attention here. So they are engaging the Starworks. We are going to want to go dark, slip in, buy their supplies, and their fuel isn't terrible, but the hegemony will have it for much cheaper. So we bought everything we could from there. Do they have any Pila? Doesn't quite look like it. And their supplies would be too expensive for us. What do they have in terms of ships? Do they have any of those most coveted of all carriers, the Drover? They do not. Alright, so we could go over here to the Persian League. We're going to try and disappear. Alright. And then we're going to make our way back over to Persian League territory and try to see what we can buy over here. As soon as we get out of this asteroid field, that is. So, nothing there that we want. Nothing here that we want. Any Pila? Does not. Ooh, what is that? Ion beam? Looks like large. Pulse laser. Okay, well, they like us enough to let us buy supplies directly from them. Okay, and what about their ships? What do they have? Ah, a drover. What's on the black market? A better drover. We'll take it. We'll also take their standard drover. Why not? Well, their damaged drover, because it's better. Compromised armor, eh? So where is its armor over here? So its armor isn't all that great, but it can still do the job, so we'll take it. Now we will have to eventually buy a destroyer to protect that, but for now it will act as its own sort of defense force. Alright, so this over here, we're going to go to refit this. This is the main one we have, and we want to duplicate this if we can. So we're going to auto fit. We're going to put that as the custom. Then these two drovers that we just bought, we're going to try and auto fit them to be similar to that, because that's just how you save yourself a lot of time in this game. So, alright, and back to the fleet, back to what we can buy from them. And doesn't seem to be any what is it? Doesn't seem to be any troop transports. So this, not really sold at a price we want to buy at. So, and their supplies, well, they're not bad, so we'll take their supplies just so we can get as many supplies as we can. And we are currently repairing our ships. We don't have to worry about that anymore, but we should make our way over to Nachateca. How much will it cost to get there? It will cost 386 fuel. Let's just go straight there so we can ensure that we can make it. Because I would prefer to not have to buy fuel at a premium again. And we are under strength, so we actually need to turn right back around. And who can we buy this from? Well, either way, let's turn around. Let's go back so we don't run out of, so our ships don't completely fall apart again. And let's pick up some people for a premium. The black market, pick up enough people to run our ships, and then some. And now we can repair the damage done to our ships and resume our journey towards Nachateca. We want to stay out of the Corona if we can avoid it, and make our way to Nachateca. Alright, so what do you guys think about hyperspace in this game? You think it's awesome? You think it's silly? Do you like how the music changes when you go through deep hyperspace? I do, actually. That's kind of nifty that they did it that way. Makes hyperspace feel different, more mysterious, strange. Alright, so it looks like we will have just enough fuel to, well, not get where we need to go yet, but we're getting there. Alright. Oh, Yeah, we Nachiteka. Yes, let's just go straight into the star, why don't we? You can actually go across the stars if you need to. When you fly into one of those things, you don't actually fly into it. You fly around it. You're sort of flying over its orbit, if you will. So let's repair our ships. Let's buy all the fuel we can get. Actually, I have an idea. What if we buy it at the reduced price here? And then, now when it goes up to 18, we can just buy all of it here. Therefore, we end up spending less to buy the rest of it at that premium. And we want supplies, so we're gonna buy all the supplies off the black market. Ooh, tridents. We have a lot of tridents now, so we don't necessarily need that many tridents. We could use one more. That's about it. Now, we need people. Not right now. We don't want to buy those because that would just be a bit expensive. So what ships do they have available? They have 2 more tankers. I like it. And they have some extra carrying capacity. Over here, they don't have a Starliner for us to buy, so we don't want to necessarily buy those just yet. Alright, so, but we do have another tanker here that we could buy. But if we're going to buy another tanker, we might as well just buy another one of these. So 2 of these should be more than enough to make it pretty much anywhere. Its fuel per light year is around here somewhere. Let's see, where is it? Fuel capacity. Fuel per light year is 10. Yeesh. Okay, so we end up spending a lot more fuel. This one, its fuel per light year is 2. So, yeah, we don't necessarily want to spend a great deal. We don't want a ton of these because it'll end up costing us a lot of fuel per light year. So, let's go. Okay, so there's nothing else for us to really get here. We have plenty of supplies. We have lots of money left over. And we have lots and lots of fuel. We could buy more people, more crew. So where can we buy them cheaply? At Chalcedon. So what does Chalcedon want? It wants supplies. And it wants Marines. Where can we get Marines? Umbra! Alright everyone, you know the drill. Let's do this. And then we'll go pirate hunting. Alright, let's get out of here. So we're going to go to Umbra and Asconia. And Asconia? Yes. We're going to go to... I think there's actually a bounty in Syndria right now. I think. Unless it's elapsed. It elapses in 6 days. Alright. So we're not going to get there for the bounty, but we will. We're not going to be able to do this one, so we're going to already just get rid of that. We have a pirate base, a personal bounty, another personal bounty. That one wouldn't be too bad. We could probably get away with killing them. But it elapses in 24 days, so it's probably not going to be worth it to even try to get there. Instead, we will just go to Asconia and do what we do best. And that is trade to make lots of money to one day be able to afford a nice colony somewhere. At a certain point, we're going, and after we get a colony going, we're going to want to start surveying worlds. We should actually go out there and survey some worlds just so we can ensure Alright, so the hegemony wants fuel, and they'll pay a huge premium for it. So that's not too bad. So this was trade, the hegemony. So, yeah, they'd be paying quite the premium. So if I can fill this, I would like to. It'd be 3,640 units of fuel. How many do we have? Not enough. So instead of trying to do that, we're going to keep doing exactly what we were doing. Survey a barren world. We could do that. And analyze a derelict ship. So we'll probably go and try to do the derelict just so we can make the Sindrian Dictat a little bit happier with us. Because I would like to continue trading with them. Alright, so wasps. We're going to need more wasps. We're going to need more longbows as our carrier fleet grows. And we're going to want to buy all their fuel and all their supplies. Alright, that once huge number of 100 grand is now nothing. Nothing. Alright, so we're going to need a good number of these to sell to Chalcedon. And here looks like we can buy it for about half the price of what Chalcedon will pay for it. Umbra will sell them for even less, but we can still make a hefty profit. And what ships can we buy here? Because if I have 3 drovers, I would like another heron and another carrier if I can get one. Doesn't look like we have, well, another destroyer. So we have this destroyer here. So the enforcers are pretty good at what they do. It is nice to make all of your craft the same in a sense. It does help quite a bit. So we'll see how it goes with what we have. Let's go ahead and make our way to Umbra now. No one seems to be paying attention to us. That's good for us. I like that. And we have a personal bounty, which I'm more than happy to do. Okay. So, what we want to do is we want to buy all the Marines. Yes. And then we want to buy crew. The crew are like 6 each. Alright, so then we're going to want to sell them some fuel. We're going to want to sell them some... We're not going to want to sell them supplies. And that will be that. Alright, so what ships do they have for sale? Nada. Okay. Looks good, nothing in the bar. So now let's try to get out of here. Yeah. And now let's make our way over to Chalcedon. We can drop off some supplies and then go and kill a pirate. So this, if you guys are at all wondering, is essentially the primary gameplay loop of this game. You go, you go and make a bunch of money doing some tasks, and you make a bunch of money by trading, and then you go and try to perform some other tasks in addition to that. So you make a bunch of money trading. Okay, so you make a bunch of money trading, and then you try to turn that into some other more profitable venture later on. Alright, so we still want to buy more crew. We can buy a decent number of crew here. And now we don't have to worry about crew for a while, but that's just way too many. We only really need to go over it by... Oh, we seem to have already gone over it by about 100. So we don't need to go over it by that much more. But these guys, they need supplies, which they'll pay a premium for, and the premium they'll pay for fuel... The premium they will pay for fuel at isn't all that great. So we will sell them supplies. We'll look at the ships they have for sale. And then we will see what bounties are available. So here, this one looks great. Pirate base, I don't know if we could take on any pirate bases right now. And since it's hardcore, I don't want to try because we'll probably die. But this one we might be able to, this one we'll most likely be able to handle. So let's go and murderize him. So what does this say? Independents have posted a bounty for bringing Sedina Surax, a notorious pirate, to justice. She is rumored to be hiding out near a deserted world in a trinary star system in the Sirius Nebula. So we have Desert World 1, Trinary Star System 2. So we need... It doesn't tell us about the stars themselves. So we want to find a trinary star system if we can. We don't know anything about... We don't necessarily know all that much about them. What about this? Show system. No data available. Ah, so she's going to be in this system because it's 3 stars. Yeah. So she'll be over here somewhere. Most likely. It's either here or there. And can I get in... So fuel range, we can make it there and back, no problem. Let's explore, inhabited, and constellations. Sirius Nebula is here, so she will most likely be in one of these. So we're going to want to head towards that system. And our fleet, getting everything in the order it should be in. Well, actually, there is something about this. I would like to see if I can refit my drovers to be more in line with that. So I can get it another spark, which we've already bought. But I can't really do anything else for them here. So good enough. Good to know. Let's Beholder Station. And so this one is by the Persean League. We're going to turn on our transponder and head over there. Maybe they'll have something that we can buy from them. Open market, black market. Doesn't look like there's anything there that we want to buy. They have some tridents, but we already have a bunch. We could use another longbow, just so we could kit out 2 herons. But we don't need that quite yet. Things to buy. We could buy another drover. We could. At a certain mass, you don't even need... Well, I mean, I guess you could use a capital ship or so, because they just kill things really... They basically just hit delete on things. But having lots of drovers can be extremely useful. So, do you guys have any kind of the nice weapons that I like? Does not look like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get out of here then. So, we're going to start making our way over the Sirius Nebula. We're going to make our way to Thryl. However, we're not going to just go straight there. We are currently in Kumari, so we're going to try and go to Majek, and we're going to head towards the Independence. We're going to hit up all three of these people. Let's go to Tabasina first. And then we will make our way to the Pirates, then to the Independence, and try to see what we can get before we go attack those Independents. So we've leveled up. We're going to put our 2 points into that, and now we can select anything in these three areas without having to really worry about the aptitudes. Next, we will likely be going for next I'm not too sure what we'll be going for, but we will find it out. We will figure it out. Okay, so continuing on our way, we want to have lots and lots of fuel and lots of... Wait, what? Oh, okay, just got a driver. I like it. So we're going to need lots of fuel and lots of supplies. Alright, so what can I buy from you guys? Nothing all that great. Cool. So what can I buy that's expensive and that's regular price? We might as well take them because we can use them. Let's go over to refit and see if we can refit our drovers, be more in line with what we want. We can't at the moment, not here at least, so we are going to make our way next to Kenta's den. We have this little white dwarf over here, giving us a little bit of a problem there. And we don't want to fight Kanta's den, we just want to trade. So, anything here that's all that useful to us? Not really. This is blue, so it's high tech, so the daggers... Okay, yeah, this is like a cheaper version of the tridents, the daggers. And what do they have for sale? Anything we would be interested in? It does not appear to be so. Alright, see you later, you bloody pirates. And let's make our way to the Independence. Oh, the personal bounties are now starting to just flood right in. I like it. So, what do we have here? We have a Pila for the other heron, so that's good. And not much else. So, we can buy our supplies here. So we're going to do that. We can buy some fuel at a premium, but we'll be able to get it at Nachiteca before we leave. Let's go to refit. Let's go to our harem. And this one currently isn't same as this. So having similar fleets, very useful. Similar ships. Can't do anything there, so we will bid them adieu and we will make our way the next closest star system. We haven't really been to Arcadia yet. And Duzak is unexplored, so that could be a nice place to settle down, I suppose. We have Penelope, which hasn't been explored yet either. But let's go here and go to Citadel Arcadia, just to see what goes on. And then as we are making our way out, we will go... the pirates, they raided Westerness star system. Poor Westerness. If only we had been there to help them. So we're going to Sphinx. And here we go. What do we see? No, not a whole lot there that we care about. And here, not a whole lot that we care about either. So, what ships do they have for sale that could be of use to us? So what is this categorized as? Okay, interesting. And, alright. So there's nothing there that we need. So he needs stuff to go to Nachiteca, and we can take it. What does he need? Volatiles. Well, we can take that. We've got the room. That's the nice part. So we're going to make our way to Galatia next. And then to Nakata. And after that, we will make our way to take care of some pirates. So you guys enjoying the series so far? Let me know in the comments below. And what do you guys think about the sound balance so far? Is that good as well? If it isn't, let me know so I can fix that. This seems to be about the best I could do. So Galatia seems to have pirate activity. So I'm going to join these. I'll let my second command handle it. So we'll send those out. And the hegemony likes us slightly more. So we got ourselves a graviton beam among some other stuff. So let's continue on our way to Ensida. And Sala Fourth is still there. Hey girl, how you doing? Don't do that, by the way. Don't just call random people and be like, what's up? Alright, so let's see what we've got here. So nothing that we would want to buy. Do they have any ships that we care about? We can get more supplies off of that, but let's sell some of the stuff that we don't want. So we actually want some of those. So let's go ahead and go to refit real quick. And alright, we can put 2 Sabbats on him and nothing really on him. Cool. Well, let's make our way and start selling the stuff that we don't want over here. Graviton beams are pretty nice. They essentially will keep the enemy stuck, if you will, at a certain level of soft flux. But that's really about all they can do. They're not really good at anything else, in my experience. It could just be that I use them incorrectly, but you know, what are you gonna do, right? So we've traded with them. We don't. Oh, Dedenku mining station is independent now. Well, okay then. I suppose we will go over to Dedenku station. Seems they're having pirate activity here. So, Dirinkirio Station. What's up? How are you all doing? So, we can't trade that on the open market, but go over here. What can we find? Alright, so it doesn't look like there's anything there that we're particularly interested in. There don't seem to be any herons here. But how much are they selling their supplies for? How about standard? How much are they selling their fuel for? Too much. Got it. Anybody here? Nope. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make our way to... I could almost say that it had stated that there were 3 settlements here. But whichever. Yeah, I guess not. I was probably thinking of Corvus. Alright, so we're going to make our way to Nakata. And the quest we have for trade, that is to Nachiteka itself. So let's set a course for Nachiteka and make our way to and go and complete that contract and make some nice money. Well, not nice money, it's a little bit of money. Let's see. The Luddic Path in this game, you guys have probably seen it popping up here on the side. The Luddic Path is basically terrorists. They are Luddic religious terrorists that desperately want to go and... They are religious terrorists that want to force everyone to live by the teachings of the Church of Lud. And as a result, everybody hates them except for the Church of Lud and the pirates, because the pirates help the Luddic Path make its money, help it fund itself, and the Luddic Church, they go and they siphon cash off the Luddic Path. Alright, so since there is a... You want to scam us? You can scam us, yes. So since there is a... Ah, very good. Since there is a... I forget what I was going to say, actually. But the Luddic Path, full of jerks. Hate them, want to kill them. We should just kill all of them. What do you think? Good idea? Yeah. So... Let's see, what do we have? What do we have for sale here as well? Doesn't look like anything we want there. We can get another heron, actually. No, let's say it's not a heron. Alright, well, let's see. There is a bounty going on right now, I think. It was in Galatia. There's a little bit of time left on it. We're going to go there. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, got it. Let's go do it. Let's go fight all the pirates in Galatia and help them. To the Galatia system we go. Wait, is there now a system bounty in Nakata? There is. Interesting. So all hostile fleets. I know in Galatia there are a lot of enemies, but screw it, we have a longer chance of being it'll last longer in Nakata, so let's turn around and go back to Nakara and see what we can do. Right, so let's see if we can find any pirates. None so far. So the only other jump point is going to be over here. So let's go over there. First off, let's go to Punka, because it's likely that if there are pirates, they will be at Punka. And anything we can do to find and fight more pirates is good. Okay, so nothing at Ponca, maybe over here. I'm aware we could just go out here, find an entire fleet waiting for us, ready to try and curb stomp us. We haven't found anything yet. What about down here? There they are. Alright, time to interdict them. Alright, so we are going to emergency burn to catch up with one of you. This one seems bigger. So let's kill them. So, just to show off how the fleet works, we're going to deploy everyone. Alright, so these drovers, they effectively protect the herons. Well, the destroyers, they protect the drovers. The drovers protect the herons. And the herons, they kill things. So we're going to have the herons try to stay there. And we'll just see how this works out. Because we would like for any enemy fleet that we come across to just get swamped. Alright, so the herons, they're going to try and move out of the way. That that shuttle is dead. And the... Oh, and here's the nice part about these ships, by the way. I just want to point this out. This is a phase ship. Phase ships, they can basically go untargetable for a little while, and then they become targetable, but they have no shields, period. So if we have one of the drovers just attack a phase ship, that phase ship is effectively just dead. It's because once those interceptors get over there and start attacking the phase ship, they're going to perpetually attack it, meaning it really just does not have a prayer. So it'll try to disappear, doing its thing, and then every time it reappears, it will start getting shot, and it'll have to continually use its ability to try and disappear to have any chance of surviving long enough to not just die. Alright, so going back here, what we're going to want to do is we want the herons, we want to give them direct commands, and we're going to have them attack this. Now, I don't want you to go, like, I do want you to continually just try to kill that thing with your interceptors if you can, but not to the point that it goes and sacrifices everything else. So the herons are starting to separate a little bit. Luckily, this drover is protecting this heron, and herons are pretty quick. But I would like for the herons to get back over here, the drovers over here, and the destroyers potentially here. Just so we can create that stack again. Because that stack puts as much distance between the herons, our dedicated bombers, and the goodbye destroyer, and we want a nice shield between the herons and the rest of the fleet, of the enemy fleet. And just, there's so many wasps. Oof. Oh boy. Just that instant melt things. So you can see this spaceship is currently struggling, and it's going to start taking a lot of damage and die. So that is just the sheer strength of having lots of little strike craft, lots of fighters. The enemy just literally can't do anything about it. They have to kill the fighters or they will start taking lots of damage, and if there's just so many fighters, they don't have a prayer at all. Alright, so it looks like the last guy retreated. So we can pursue them and get a little bit more money. It looks like they have a wolf that's highly... that's highly damaged, and a drone tender that's highly damaged. So we're going to pursue them. However, we're only going to pursue them with one drover, because that's all we're going to need. So this drover, focus on killing that wolf. And then we will focus on killing the drone tender second. Actually, that wolf is kind of fast, so we'll instead focus on just killing the drone tender, and we will deploy that scout that we have and have it... I actually wanted to deploy him on the side. I don't think I can undo, so... Oh! What are you going to do? You, go kill him. So, I'll have these kill that drone tender. But it's not long for this world. And now we're going to full assault. And have everyone target that. And hopefully the drones will be able to get far enough ahead to target the wolf, but I don't think so. The only prayer that wolf has is if the shuttle just is not fast enough to get anywhere close, and it won't. So we're just going to let them run away. Okay, so any ships to recover? None that are really worth it. We'll scuttle them and pick through the wreckage. Alright, so we just got a fair amount off of that. We leveled up as well, and we're going to want to start considering the idea of how we are going to engage the enemy, because having emergency burn not damaging your fleet is super useful. It's incredibly useful. Being able to recover more damaged ships means more salvage as well, and then fewer demods means being able to sell ships at full price more often than not. So we're going to try and sneak over here and chase this guy down as our ships repair. Cool, and now that he has done that, we're going to interdiction, pulse and hit nothing. Okay, so this is our salvage fuel that we got out of that. So we're going to just salvage that. We'll take it, and we are looking at... we are mostly full, but we're going to want to go and kill that guy. So let's interdiction pulse him, and then try to just chase him down. Okay, so we're going to ignore him for now. We've got a little bit of faction with the Luddites. This trader doesn't really care about us. Let's go ahead and try to sell some stuff at Nachiteka and see if we can buy any more supplies off of them. And then we'll try to plan our next move. At this point, we seem to be doing well enough to where we should take on some bounties just to make a little bit of money and then make our way to... So, hey, sure, you don't like me, I don't care. Let's sell off the stuff we don't want. So, first off, we go to the black market as always. We're going to sell off the stuff that isn't ideal for the ships that we use. We'll buy the stuff that is ideal for us. We'll buy like these tridents. We're going to be using those. We don't need anything else. This is cheap, and this is, you know, cheapish. Alright. So we have a ton of supplies. Now the question is, what do we need to... Ah, very good. Ah. Not quite what I would hope for, but you know what? We'll take it. So, good enough. Now I need to know what I need to survey a world. I don't know that right now. So any system bounty still going on. Still the system bounty here. There is still that unsurveyed area over here in Duzach. So let's go there and see. Oh yeah, we we can't get a better view because it's unsurveyed and nobody knows anything about it. So the pirates seem to not be all that active here. He is not chasing us down. Let's go to Duzak. There seems to be a fight going on out here, but I'm not going to get involved. It's not my problem. We have mercenary patrol out there, and I think how it works is if something doesn't happen, well, that's Oslot. If something doesn't happen in the system, like it's a system bounty, then you don't get anything from it. Okay, so this is Nox, that is Corvus. So we're going to leave Corvus alone. And we're going to go to Duzak. So let's go here and see what we find. Okay, so tidally locked to its primary star. So tidally locked to its primary, the hot gas giant Aka main use dayside is an eternal hellish maelstrom with winds of vaporized metals reaching speeds of thousands of kilometers per hour. 500,000 tons of ionized gas is blasted from the atmosphere each second, creating a complex world magnetotail with detectable effects across the entire volume of the Duzak system. Okay, well, that's crazy. So what do we need to survey? We need lots of heavy equipment and we need lots of people. So that means if we want to start surveying, we will need to buy lots of heavy equipment. As it turns out, we have no problem doing that. So, do we have any heavy equipment? We do, but we're nowhere near a place that actually has the ability to sell us more at the moment. But what is this? There's probably a Pather base around here somewhere. So I'm going to look for that real quick. Actually, I'll look for that when I'm done, after I've surveyed these worlds, in case I decide I want to try to do something with these planets. If I want to build my colonies here, which probably is not advisable. But we will want to found a colony somewhere. So we can store ships if we're going to go on deep space surveying expeditions. Alright, so we need to buy lots of heavy equipment. Best place to do that right now is Syndria, which is great. Oh, okay, it's not the same planet. I was gonna say, like, what? You can buy for 134 from Syndria and then sell for 156 at Syndria? Well, sign me right up. Okay, but the cheapest is 134. 135 is not... no! So 135 is not bad. I don't know how much I want to pay. We're not going to need that much, I don't think, so we are going to need to start... If we're going into deep space, we're going to need to buy another, like, super fueler, a super tanker, and then fly it around with us. We are going to need this Starliner, so we're going to purchase that just so we can jam pack it full of people. And I think that is everything we need to worry about right now. We could go with more storage, but I don't think that'll really be necessary. Okay, so this should be good as is now. How much can we buy people for here? Expensive, so no. And we aren't screwed because we bought that Starliner. So for this, we're going to give it high resolution sensors. We're going to give it a converted hangar just in case it gets stuck in combat. And that'll do it. So we're going to give it some wasps because I like wasps. And then we will just give it all the shields that we can slap on it and hope for the best. Why is this set as -1? These are weird. I guess they think they have less ordnance for some reason. Okay, if anything, we could use another Heron just to balance everything out, but it doesn't look like we're really gonna get that. So let's repair our ships, which is cheap for us. And then let's go to Syndria. Let's go to Akosia, to Syndria. Oh no, they are slightly annoyed with us. So then we are going to go to Syndria, we're going to fight bunches of pirates, make the Syndrians like us again, and then promptly ruin all of their goodwill by doing a lot of black market trading. They'll like us. No, they will. Hey Syndria, he likes it. So let's jump right in. Let's go do some trading. Yes, you can scan me. Let's get our hands on some cool stuff. Ooh, more wasps. I like more wasps. Alright, so let's see if our drovers that are... if we can get him to that, we can. It costs us a little bit of money, but not too bad. And now they are all ready to go forth and kick arse. So, so we can get another Prometheus. That's good. we get it on the black market for cheaper? That markup. It's a 20,000 markup. Let's not. Let's try to get our ships all from the black market. Okay, so what can we buy? Well, as it so happens to turn out, we can buy supplies from the black market. We can buy supplies. We can buy fuel. And heavy machinery as well. We'll take all the heavy machinery that you're willing to sell us. And we need crew now. So the crew, best place to buy is at Umbra. So we're going to go to Umbra and buy lots. What are you? Return to Sindra. Okay, so that's a trader or a smuggler. Oh, we're over cargo capacity. Oh no. Well, that won't last for long. Alright guys, what's up? What you guys doing? Turn this off. We're gonna say, hey guys, guess who's hiring? This guy. We're gonna get all the people to sign on. And we're gonna go to the open market and say, hey guys, guess who's hiring? This guy. And he's still hiring. This guy. Alright, so we have all the crew we should need. There's nothing we really can buy here that's going to be worth it for us. So, unless they've got a heron. Do they have a heron? They don't have a heron. How could they? Alright, let's turn our transponder back on. We really don't want to pick a fight with all of these guys, so I would like to try and split them apart. And not fight a bunch of them all at once, especially two of these guys that are 2 stars. Alright, so he seems far enough away to where it won't be a huge problem for us. So let's go ahead and try to catch him. Alright. It's just the pirate fleet himself, so let's get him. Alright, let's do this. So there are no points for us to take, so we're going to go with the stack formation. The 2 battleships in the front, the 3 drovers in the middle, and then the herons in the back. Now, of course, everyone's really close together, so they're all going to like play bumper cars for a hot second. Okay, so. Alright, well, he's not going to last very long. Right, so all the destroyers need to do is successfully play keep away, and the enemy will have all kinds of problems getting anywhere near us. Now, that said, one of these phase ships can be a problem for us. Okay, but as we see here, it's probably not going to go the way he wants it to. Oof. All that damage from those phase lances. Alright, so... Alright, they got the phase ship. He's closing in, getting ready to really just rip people apart. Alright, so let's see if we can give our ships some orders now, because if we can, we would like for these smaller ships to just die so that the larger ships can be targeted. Yeah. When torpedoes attack. Just slap those torpedoes right into that little ship. It'll be fine, don't worry about it. Alright, so these two guys, yeah, they can go ahead and keep trying to go up there. I don't want this, though. I would much rather all of these wasps be attacking as opposed to just defending this one ship. Because then that happens. So, we seem to have won this, so let's just put everything on full assault and tell the drovers to focus fire, I don't know, that guy. Get him. There can be no mercy. He's like, no, there's too many. It's a bunch of wasps. With the torpedoes in the end. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how it looks when a carrier fleet goes to war. So we have these two drams. Can we call them? Oh. I would have taken like a, hey guys, you want to join my crew? Like, that'd be a cool feature to have in the future. But we're actually just going to pursue them, and we're going to have this shuttle try to do it because he's ultra expendable. He succeeds in killing one of them. I mean, that's better than I expected. So, ship recovery? Nah. Let's go through the... Let's go through the wreckage. Alright, so we have a lot of supplies right now, and we have too many supplies. We don't need the talons. Talons are not good, but we will keep them out of sheer necessity. We can right click to learn that, and the only thing we're really going to be losing a lot more here is supplies, so it's not that big of a deal. But let's go over here, let's learn this. So now, when we do get a colony, our ships will be able to take care of more of that. And let's go back to Syndria, simply because we're hitting the point where being able to have more cargo space is going to be important to us. Alright. So, do they have a super freighter I can buy? They do. Let's look at our fleet. We have one Prometheus. Let's just buy another one. And so now we have two Prometheuses. Prometheusi? Prometheus. Alright, so how much crew does this hold? 400. So we can get rid of that. This one holds, maximum crew is 70. So each one of these holds 100 crew. So we're gonna, at this point, we're gonna start getting the selling off or scuttling these ships. So this one will get us 6 fuel, 6 supplies. So it's worth it to us just to scuttle that one. Scuttle this one. The heavy machinery about 150 each. So it'll be... yeah, it'll be about worth it to scuttle that. Scuttle this. To scuttle that one. And this one for sure go ahead and scuttle. And then to scuttle our Prometheus and the other Prometheus and then the Starliner and all our fleet. That's not that much more expensive. So this one goes for 72. So, okay. Those little ones we could scuttle and get a lot out of. The larger ones, not so much. Alright, so this one. Let's just auto fit. Put it over here. Go over here and boom. Sounds fine. You, let's also auto fit you over here. Here's super. Got it. Okay. So we're going to confirm you to that. We're going to then go to that as well. Alright. So we got our so the high resolution sensors are all on our high resolution sensors are all on our non-combat ships. So that means that we are getting a boost from them being there, but not really having to pay for it all that much. You really don't need wasps on that. We can just give you talons. Because we're not expecting him to have any time in combat if we can avoid it. Where was it? High resolution sensors. So there we go. All these have high resolution sensors. I believe those increase our sensor strength outside of combat so that we can more effectively see what's going on around us. So here, he's not really all that useful, is he? He's kind of just taking up a slot. Do they have any herons for sale? Any herons? No herons? So, nothing here. And, alright guys. We're going to repair our ships, and I will see you guys next time on Starsector. Have any comments about how I'm playing? Just go ahead and leave me some comments. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me how hilarious carrier fleets are. And I will see you guys next time. Like the video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell. And see you guys next time. Bye.